Hey Queens, hey, listen, today I'm going to teach you how I turned one piece of content into over 40 plus pieces of content. Yes, and how you can too. So stay tuned. Hey Queen, hey, listen, for those who might not know who I am, my name is Corinthia Williams, also known as the Queen of Transformation, and I want to welcome you to my channel. Simply Corinthia TV, where I'm going to give you some business tips, some marketing tips, some motivation, some behind the scenes. I'm going to give you a little bit of everything because I truly believe it's not how you start that matters, but it's how you finish. And we all going to finish strong by learning from one another. So that is the purpose of this video, is to teach you how I just do some stuff over here for Dose of Power Enterprises, where my husband and I, co-owners of a business where we motivate people. We are certified life coaches, and we also have a business called Be More Bougie Crab and Barbecue. If you have not heard about it, if you're not from the Baltimore area, you need to get you some. Okay, so just the other day, I said, this is really cool that I need to show other people, right? Because a lot of us do our own marketing on social media. A lot of us do our own graphics. A lot of us got to do what we got to do for our businesses, right? And so I want to share with you, like I said, how I turned one piece of content, into 40 plus different pieces of content. Give it up for okay? And so, first of all, I have a podcast, all right? So this is how it all started. I did some research and found out a topic to do for my podcast, which is called Queen's Chats, Conversation with the Queen of Transformation. And you can find that on all platforms. Stop playing and go ahead and listen, all right? So anyway, a few weeks ago, I found a podcast title that I wanted to use, talking about 7 things that hold you back from success, right? And so I came up with the 7 things and I did the podcast, but I'm not done. From those 7 tips, them 7 things that I shared in the podcast, they actually could have been 7 different podcasts. I could have did a series on that, right? Because each topic you can emphasize more on, right? And so yeah, I gave some tips and things and all of that, but I really could have made this a 7-part series. So that's one tool you can use for yourself when you do your research for your podcast or your Facebook or Instagram lives. Think about it. Either you're going to give them all the information at once, or are you going to break it down into a series, right? And so I could have done this in a 7-part series where I took each topic, like number 1, dwelling on regret. Come on. How much could you talk about that? I could have talked for a half an hour about dwelling on regrets and how it affected my life. And so think about your content in that sense of, you know what, I'm going to spread this content out so I can have ample amount of content for all of my levels of social media, right? And so let's go a little deeper. So out of that one piece of content, those 7 steps, those 7 things, I could have done 7 different pieces of podcasts, 7 different podcasts. That could have been a whole month plus of content for a podcast, but I chose to do it just one time. But like I said, I could have did a 7-part series, okay? And so from there, like, okay, so what I'm going to do next, girl? YouTube, right? YouTube. You want to start a YouTube page, or you want a YouTube page? Think about your content in this sense. Mind you, I had 7 steps, 7 things in one piece of content. That could have been one YouTube video. Yeah. One YouTube video or 7 different YouTube videos. You could have created a what? A series, right? And so we got to think of that content and spreading it out. It's free content. So why just not spread it out so they can come back for more, right? So that's YouTube. That's 7 YouTube videos you could have made, either short videos or expand on it and made longer videos, okay? Another way of using it was blog. If you're a blogger, think about it. A lot of times when you are a creator, you get stuck. Let's be 100. You get stuck. You guys know, when last time you saw me make a video on this channel? I've been putting videos on Dose of Power channel, but I really haven't been here because I'm like, yo, how can I make this channel different? Just tell the people what I do and share my knowledge, right? But sometimes we do get stuck and our creative juices stop flowing. So for bloggers, the same concept. You could give them all 7 things. Or if you have enough research and content and life experiences, you could have broke that down in a series, right? Bam. Where we at now? So we got the podcast. Let me write these down. The podcast is 7. Possibly, right? The podcast is 7. YouTube is 7. The blog is 7. We're already at 21 different pieces of content. 21. I know I'm putting up 3 fingers, but 21 pieces of content. And we haven't even gotten to social media yet, all right? So, Pinterest. A lot of us use Pinterest on a day-to-day to get ideas, to get motivation, to get fresh looks, tips, and all that stuff. You can be on Pinterest too, baby. And if you're not, you need to go. Because Pinterest is another gateway to get you to your social media posts, to get people to your social media posts, your website, your blog, your YouTube page, what have you. So once again, you can do 7 pieces of content even on Pinterest. Come on, queens. We in here to do better and to be better. So that's another 7. So that's 28. 28, just like that. All right. Now, down to the nitty gritty. Come on down. Facebook, Instagram, and even Twitter. Okay? I'm not on Twitter, but I do rock with Facebook real heavy and with Instagram. So on that platform, you know, you have the capability of going live, right? Going live. So once again, you can go live and say it all, or because it's free content, you can make a series out of it once again. So 7 more times with your Facebook lives. What's that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 35. We had 35 already. And we're not even done. Are y'all ready? Are you ready to rock out? Are you ready to make content for a year off of are you ready to make content for a month off of 1 piece of content? Huh? Who's ready? You ready? All right. So we at 35, okay? So we did, let's recap. We did YouTube. We did the podcast. We've talked about the blog, podcast, Pinterest, YouTube, 1, 2, 3. Now we're talking about Facebook Live, the lives, right? Now we can go over to the post. So once you did your live, now you can start posting quotes from your content, right? So you can do the 7 lives, and each next day you can do a quote from what you said from that live. And I'm coming up with more ideas as we go, so I'm gonna give it to you. So I said over 40, it might be over 50, okay? So you could do the lives, you could do, like I said, quotes. You could pull tons of quotes, but we're gonna say 7. We're gonna say 7 more. But think about the things you say in quotables. You know what I'm saying? So you can just pull quotes from just your live alone. But I'll just, like I said, say 7. So that's 7 from quotes. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 42. 42, sis. 42. All right. So from your lives, you could do, we still on social media. We still on Facebook, Instagram. I'm not going to talk about Twitter. Twitter's quotes. Okay. That's more stuff. But all these could clump together. So from your lives, you can make clips. clips of your lives. So even your YouTube, you could pull clips of that. Like on Instagram, you could do a clip on your post, a clip on your page for less than a minute. I think you could do 59 seconds. Do a quick quote. Excuse me. Rewind. Do a quick clip. So those clips say 7, but you could do tons of those, okay? Yeah, this going to be over 50. 7, 9, 10. That's 50 already. We at the 50 mark. We at the 49 mark. Just about 50, right? But I'm not done. I'm not done. On social media, especially on Instagram, and I think you could do it on Facebook. Well, I guess you could if you add. Well, anyway, we're going to talk about Instagram. You could do carousels, right? The swipe to the right, swipe to the left, the swipe. Carousels, you could do a ton of those, from quotes, from tips, or just the 7. Or you could do all of the 7 tips and put some detail in it, or you could do 1 tip and put detail in it, okay? So you could do 7, we're going to say 7 again, carousels. So that's 6. We have 56. We have 56. That's 56 pieces of content. That's over a month worth of content. Tell me you can't ball out with 56 pieces of content off of 1 piece of content. A 7 steps in a podcast can turn into 56 pieces of content. Shut the front door. I need some coffee. Queens, it's no excuses that we cannot post on a regular basis. It's no excuses for us to feel as if we're overwhelmed with content and ideas. We have to put in the work. If we want our pages to grow, our business to grow, our influence to grow, we got to put in the work. All right? So listen, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you grabbed some of this information. Listen, if you want more videos like that, let me know down in the comments. But make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. And let me know also how you doing and how you are rocking out on your social media. Put some testimonials in there if you use any of these tips. All right? So be blessed, guys. I love you, but God definitely loves you more. And I'm going to see you at the top because there's no more room at the bottom. Peace. All right, let me get busy. All right, so I got to do this 1 video. I said record 2 videos. What the fudge? Okay. Yeah. My name is Corinthia Williams, also known as the Queen of Transformation.